It's week 5 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Falcons, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Penix working out of the gun here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Stroud out of the gun here. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Read option, this is Gibbs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. The Bills had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Stroud to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. C.J. Stroud, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. In motion goes McLeod. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Penix. His throw incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. A solid stiff arm. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Another run for Gibbs here. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll throw with Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Penix. And complete to Drake London. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down up to the 47-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Penix to the air once more. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. In motion goes McLeod. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Throw left side. There's London. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Bills to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Robinson will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's Stroud. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Now Stroud. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. In motion, the tight end. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. This a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Penix from the gun. And that will be incomplete as well.
It's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. As Stroud now to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Stroud. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Stroud to throw it. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Final play of the half, Stroud. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
To the air, Penix.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are back within a score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Jefferson moving in motion left. Stroud looking to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Stroud.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jefferson moving in motion left. Stroud out of the gun here. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Falcons offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. Throw left side. There's London. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Penix. Got London on a slant. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
That's another Falcons.
They'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
56 yards.
and the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. This pass is caught by London.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for the Falcons.
Looking to throw, Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that 1st half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Open man right side is St. Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Now Stroud. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
That's to Bowers once again.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Stroud working out of the gun.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're
After review the play.
winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Gibbs straight ahead.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On third down, here's Gibbs.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down, Bills.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Buffalo.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And Stroud now to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Trying the left side with Gibbs.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.